bit.
Wow! Sounds exciting.
Yes, exciting talaga. Kaya naman, kita-kits po tayo. Be friends!
Ate Venice, ano bang ginagawa mo? Kanina ka pa dyan, ah.
Wala, hinahanda ko lang yung itinerary natin para bukas.
Para bukas? Anong meron bukas?
Biyahe natin.
Biyahe? Saan?
Di mo ba naalala? Bukas na ang simula ng ating biyahe tungo sa iba't ibang tourist spots sa Zamboanga Peninsula.
Kaya, samahan ninyo kami na maglakbay dito sa Biyahe na Zamboanga! Hasta la vista, mga biyaheros!
Ngayong Pebrero, muli nating saksihan ang pagkilala sa mga satellite studio na nagpamalas ng kani-kanilang husay sa larangan ng broadcast. INCRadio Regional Awards 2026 Luzon.
This is INCRadio DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Buenos and Hafa Day. I'm Sister Marisol Soria, coming to you from the beautiful island of Guam. And today I am your host on the episode of HÅFA NICE ADAI. I am not hosting today's show alone. I am joined by this lovely brother sitting next to me.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hello, everyone tuning in. Thank you so much again for being with us tonight. I'm Brother Michael De Jesus from the locale of Guam and here to help co-host with Sister Marisol.
All right, so we've been touring in these past few episodes around the islands in our beautiful district of Micronesia. And today we are going to learn about life in the Marshall Islands. So we also have our YouTube engagement question for today. Tell us in the chat if you know, what is the capital of the Marshall Islands? So we hope to hear from everyone in the live chat today, and we'll read our comments out later in the show. So let's go ahead and get to it. We want to introduce our special guest for today's episode, Sister Princess. Hi, Sister Princess. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to all of our listeners today.
Hello po, Yakoen Chipong, Yakoen Ralep yung Yakoen Joga. I am Sister Princess from the locale of Majuro here in Marshall Islands.
Hi, Sister Princess. We're so glad to have you on the show with us today. And thank you so much for being willing to teach us and all of our listeners about what it's like to live in the Marshall Islands. So if you want to tell us a little more about yourself and what makes you the right person to tell us about the Marshall Islands. How long have you lived there?
So I've been living in the Marshall Islands for 18 years.
Wow.
18 years, that's pretty long, yeah.
You look very young, Sister Princess. It sounds like 18 years is a large percentage of your life. So you have lived in the Marshall Islands for a very long time. So that makes you very equipped to teach us about it today. So one of our first questions for you is, what comprises the Marshall Islands and where is it located? Some people have never even heard of it.
So the Marshall Islands consist of 29 atolls and 5 individual islands. So atolls are these ring-shaped coral formations that surround a lagoon, while the 5 individual islands are just your generic or regular islands. So the Marshall Islands is located in the Central Pacific Ocean between Hawaii and Australia. And the capital city for Marshall Islands is Majuro, and that is where I live.
So there's our answer for our question today. So I hope our listeners are paying attention. That's really cool. I don't think I've ever been to an atoll. Have you, Brother Mike?
Well, I pretty much stayed here almost all my life. So I've only been to Taiwan once, just to perform for something, but that's the farthest I've been outside of the island of Guam. Yeah.
Here on Guam, it is about 9:35 p.m. And I know that Sister Princess, you mentioned that Majuro is a little bit closer to Hawaii than Guam, right? So is it also 9:35 p.m. there?
No po. We are ahead by 2 hours. So it is 11:35 po dito.
Wow. And you're so
pretty late.
eloquent for so late at night. Thank you so much for staying awake to be with us and tell us more about the beautiful place where you live. So I know you mentioned that there's 29 atolls or 29 total islands and atolls.
There's 20 atolls po plus 5 more individual islands.
Wow. So we've never been to one. We've never been to an atoll. Can you tell us more about what that's like?
So an atoll consists of that one main island, and then there are more islands that connect or form this ring shape. And then inside the body of the water that's inside, that is called the lagoon.
Oh, so do you go swimming in the lagoon, or are there also waves coming from the lagoon as well, just like the ocean side?
It's definitely more calm po in the lagoon side.
Oh, I see. And then the ring shape, is that like a very wide area, or is it just one street?
So what do you mean po? What is one street?
Is when you're describing that it's shaped like a ring, is it like a big piece of land, or is it something that's more skinny, or how big are these atolls?
So it really depends on the atoll po. But here in the Marshall Islands, it's not too skinny, pero it's also not too wide po.
I see. So definitely a different feel from an island. Is it easy to get from the lagoon side to the ocean side?
Since we're surrounded by ocean po, it's just a few. You can just walk. It really depends on where po, because in certain areas dito you can see both sides po. But in some areas it's harder to see. You have to walk a few miles po to see the other side.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting.
So they're all just nearby, basically. Yeah.
Do you get to see people on different atolls often?
Usually for education week po. They come around for education week.
Education week. So there are like activities that you can have within those islands.
Okay, that's really cool. So what are some of your favorite activities to do there in the Marshall Islands, Majuro specifically?
Since we're surrounded by the ocean, I really enjoy fishing with my family, my friends, and most especially when there is an event or a gathering that is church related. So the church as a whole goes out and goes fishing. I also enjoy riding my bike around town, and occasionally when I have the time, I go to the beach and swim with friends.
Wow, that sounds like a very peaceful and relaxing life. I also love fishing. I grew up learning how to fish from my dad, but to be honest, it's something that I don't really do that often, but it sounds like it's something that you probably are a pro at. What kind of fish do you guys catch there in Majuro?
I'm not really familiar with the names, but there are times where we catch nurse sharks or the black-tailed sharks.
Wow.
Sharks. These are sharks. Yeah. Wow. Oh, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but since what you mentioned that fishing is one of the you do a lot of fishing. What was like the most you guys ever caught when it comes to fishing?
Um, do you mean number of fish or the size?
Let's generalize it. Maybe like the amount of how many fish that you've caught. Maybe like within a day, or if you know like how many fish you've captured since since day one when you guys were fishing.
Since they, I can't. Hmm.
How about we ask it this way? What is the biggest fish you've ever caught in your memory of all of your fishing adventures?
The biggest fish I've caught is around the size of my dad's torso.
Wow,
Dang.
that's really big.
That's big. That must have taken a while to catch for fishing.
That must have been a very interesting fight on the fishing pole. So, okay, let's go ahead and go to our next question, Brother Mike.
So if you know someone that would be traveling there to Maduro, what would be something you would recommend to do like for the first time for fun?
So the island life is very simple, but we do not have malls or cinemas. So I really recommend going to the beach. But if there is a possibility where they can check out the neighboring islands, then I suggest that they try that for these neighboring islands. You can see them at the end of Rita, and they are connected to the main atoll. But when it's low tide, you can see how they're actually connected, and you can do island hopping. So I would recommend if they do not want to go there by boat, they can try island hopping.
Wow, something that you can't really do here because we're pretty spread apart. That's
Mhm.
cool. So even it's similar here. We go to the beach every. I'm not really a beach person, but like every once in a while. So
It's
um,
okay. I'm a beach person. I'm
yes.
taking notes.
yeah. Okay. So we have a similar lifestyle here too as well.
But we can't really island hop here in Guam. We have one island that we can go to every once in a while, but definitely can't get there even on low tide. So that sounds really cool. But you can't, even on low tide, you can't walk to the neighboring island, right? Even though you can see the connection.
You can actually walk out to the neighbor island.
Wow,
Okay.
that's so cool.
Okay.
So is that something that you guys do often?
No, I've never done it before. It's on my bucket list, but I've heard stories about from friends and
I see. Wow, that's really cool. Once you get to cross that off your bucket list, we can't wait to hear about that story. So I know you mentioned neighboring atolls, neighboring islands. Are there any famous sites or particular places in those neighboring islands that you would recommend to someone who's visiting the Marshall Islands?
although I've lived here for most of my life, I've only actually been to a few of the neighboring islands. So I've been to um Enemanet and I've been to Enico. It really depends on where you want to go. For Enemanet, the sand it's more rocky there, but you can see there's a shipwreck there and an airplane wreck. So if you want to see that, then I suggest going to Enemanet. But if you want to go to an island where you want soft sand and really blue water, then I suggest going to Enico.
Okay, got it. So
Like one side of the island, you have like sightseeing from those shipwrecks, airplane wrecks, and then the other side, you have more of a relaxing tone, mellow, blue clear water side. Can you see them from afar when you're on that other island, with the one with the blue crystal water ocean?
See the main atoll or
So you said like the one island where it has the clear water, right? Blue clear water.
yes.
Are they far from where that shipwreck is?
Yes po, it's a bit further. It's near the end of the island na po.
Oh, okay. So they're the opposite. Opposite.
I
Okay,
see.
I see.
So is there any reason why someone would hang out on the lagoon side of an atoll versus the ocean side? As
Yes
people
po,
living on
because in
yeah, we're not super familiar with lagoons.
Yeah.
So I'm so curious.
Kasi po in the lagoon side here, it's the water is more calm po, and there's less sharks po compared
Ah,
to the ocean side.
so the lagoon, is it? I'm sure you're like you said, it's depending on the atoll. Is it almost like a lake? Is it very big? And so is it way calmer, less animals? So that's good.
Mhm.
Sounds like maybe the beginner side.
I think that's somewhere I would go.
So Brother Mike will be on the lagoon side, and I'll be at the ocean side fishing with Sister Princess.
That's right. That's right. If ever there's a plan, yeah.
All right. So I think for our last question, before we go into our game, we have one more question for Sister Princess.
Yes, and this is when it comes to the language culture there in the Marshall Islands. Can you tell us like a phrase? It could be famous, something that people say often in Marshallese.
So in Marshallese, a way to greet people is to say Yahweh.
Yep.
If you want to say, yes, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Mm.
Okay, I think I've heard of that because we did one project in INCRadio a while back, and then it showed that phrase Yahweh.
I see. I
Nice,
see.
that's interesting.
Okay, so I think this is going to bring us a perfect segue to our game time. Okay, so for our game, either myself or Brother Mike are going to attempt to pronounce. Sister Princess, please feel free to correct our pronunciation. We are here to learn from you. And then Sister Princess is going to tell us what we're pronouncing or the word or phrase that we're pronouncing and give us the meaning. Are you ready?
I'm not ready.
So she actually gave us the first one. And if this one, as she said, means hello. And it is, how do we say it again, Sister Princess?
Yahweh.
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 Yeah.
Yes. So then the next one, do you want to try it, Brother Mike?
It's gonna sound like I'm more Americanized.
Give it your best shot.
I do apologize if I pronounce it incorrectly. Okay, so it's called Bar Yokwe. Bar Yokwe.
Ate, would you like to try?
Sure. Okay. Is it Bar Yahweh? I think mine is not too far off from his.
Yeah. But yours is more accurate, my sister. So we don't pronounce our B's, we pronounce it with a P. And even though it's spelled with an O, it's still pronounced with an A. So it's just like Yahweh, hello. So it's Bar Yahweh.
Bar Yahweh.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear an accent there.
Mm-hmm.
So it blends in more when you have the accent.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we know how to say hello and we also know how to say goodbye. So for this one, I'll take this one.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Ijet more.
Mom.
Do you want to try
Brother,
it?
would you like to try that?
Let me try it. Ejet mod.
So there are actually two ways to say this. There is Ejet Mur, just how are you, or Ejet Mur. So just two ways to say. So Ejet Mur.
Ejet
Mior.
Mior.
Oh, I like that.
So that more is there's like a W in there.
Wow.
I see. And what does that mean?
How are you?
How are you? That almost sounds like European.
Oh.
Ejek Mio, right?
Ejit
It almost sounds like it's like a European tone.
Marshallese is a very pretty language.
Yeah.
So when you greet somebody, you would say, like how in English we would say, "Hello, how are you?" You would say, "Iakwe ejit more."
Yes po.
Ah, we're learning.
Okay, how much time do we got? We have one more to go.
We have 3 more. So your
Okay, we
turn,
have-
Brother Mike.
Okay, so we learned how to say hello, goodbye, and how are you. Now I'm gonna try this. Komol tata. Komol tata.
Komol tata.
Yes, correct po. It's komoltada.
Wow,
Komol tata.
Komol tata.
Okay, what does that mean, Sister Princess?
It means thank you. Or you
Thank-
can just say komol.
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 Komol, Sister Princess. Komol.
Komol for teaching us Marshallese, Sister Princess.
Komol.
Okay, what was the next one? What was
Okay,
the
next one is spelled Jouj. So this one, I'm going to try. Is it Ju? Jush?
Would you like to try again po?
Go ahead,
Okay.
Brother Mike.
This is hard. Juge? Is that correct? Did I say it right?
This one's hard to pronounce, but there's 2 meanings for this one. Joj, so it's pronounced as Joj.
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 All right. George, what does that mean, Sister Princess?
So Joj can mean you're welcome or please.
Oh, please. Does it differ when like how you say it? Like the pronunciation of it?
No, po, it's the same.
It's the same. It's all the
In
same.
both contexts, it's still Joj. I
Joj.
see. So if I were to ask you, like, please go fishing with me, would I say, oh, I guess I can't say the whole phrase in Marshallese, but how would you use it in your, how would you say, or how would you use Joj in a sentence?
If you want to say, if you want someone to get you something, you can say, okay, specifically, if I want someone to pass me my phone, we can say, meron kay pass kay phone niya, Joj. And then you're asking, you say, at the end, you're saying, please. So can you pass me my phone, please?
Okay, very cool. So now we really know how to be polite too.
Right, right.
All right, so for this last one, I'm gonna let Brother Mike take this last one.
Oh, okay, this is my first time attempting this, okay, so I haven't really practiced. Okay, so Emon Boy Judge ka iyon doon?
Yes, po, you're correct.
Oh, did I say that right? Oh, wow,
Yes,
this is my first time saying that. Okay, that's cool. Can we have you say it just so it's more clear to our viewers?
It's Eman Boyage Kap Yon Ron. So our
and
D is with an R. It has that R sound. Ron.
Ron.
Yes, po.
Wow. Okay, and then what does that mean? What does that mean?
It means nice to meet you, po.
Nice to meet you. All right. Thank you so much, Sister Princess, for this game time and for teaching us the Marshallese language. Now, moving forward, we want to see how our viewers are doing. Okay, so we're just going to take a little break. And then Sister Gwen is also going to help us with our YouTube comments. So go ahead, Sister Gwen.
Okay, thank you so much to Brother Michael, Sister Marisol, and Sister Princess for that wonderful discussion. So now we are going to begin with reading all of our viewers' comments, starting with our brother Roger Villegas Jr. saying, "Good evening, District of Micronesia, especially to our District Minister, Brother Joven Supilio Jr., and Assistant District Minister, Brother Julius Malabanan, and to their family po. Greetings to our brethren in Majuro, #Coblerville, #Buklod. We also have our Ka Sydney Santiago saying, "Good evening, everyone in Micronesia, #Majuro, #Buklod. We also have our Chironic Lizardo saying, hello po Micronesia. Good evening po to our District Minister Joven Cepillo Jr. and to our Assistant District Minister Joyas Malabanan. Now we also have a few answers for our YouTube engagement question, which is, what is the capital of the Marshall Islands? Starting with Brother Lee Michael Riofre. They said hashtag Majuro po is the capital of the Marshall Islands and the local congregation's name derived from the island name po. Then we also have Sister Jade Pasha saying the capital of the Marshall Islands is Majuro. That is very cool to hear since we have a locale there. We also have Brother Carmelo San Nicolas saying Majuro is the capital. Hashtag Coblerville, hashtag Kadiwa, hashtag Choir. And then Brother Matt Luis Pasha saying Majuro is the capital of the Marshall Islands. And Sister Glenna Serrano saying the capital of Marshall Islands is Majuro, which all of them answered correctly. Now, lastly, a few shout outs. We have Sister Glenna Serrano saying, good evening, Micronesia, excited for tonight's broadcast. Hashtag Garapan, hashtag Buklod. Sister Jade Pasha, good evening po Micronesia. I'm so excited po for tonight's broadcast. Good evening to our District Minister Joven Cepillo Jr. and family, and to our Assistant District Minister Joyce Malabanan and family po. We also have Sister Erin Villegas saying, good evening, District of Micronesia, especially to our District Minister, Brother Joven Cepillo Jr. Sister Emily Lizardo saying, good evening po, hashtag San Jose, hashtag Micronesia, and hashtag San Jose. We also have Sister Rina Santiago saying, good evening po from Majuro. Happy watching to everyone po. Good evening to Joven Cepillo and Joyas Malabanan from Majuro po. We also have, I'm going to say a last few, Brother Marlon Montemayor saying, good evening, everyone. Hashtag Coblerville, hashtag Buklod. And Sister Janet Odon saying, hello po sa lahat. Hashtag Jigo, hashtag Buklod. Last one, I'm so sorry if I wasn't able to read your comment. Last but not the least, Brother Wilson Gabriel saying, good evening po. Hashtag Buklod, hashtag Coblerville. Now I will pass the mic to Sister Maricel.
Thank you, Sister Gwen, for reading all of those comments. And thank you so much to everyone who's joined us in the live chat today. As always, we are so happy to hear from all of our listeners. And we're so happy to see that everyone is excited to learn about Majuro. So one more time, thank you so much to Sister Princess for teaching us about the Marshall Islands today. We have been able to learn a lot of Marshallese. So this brings us to the end of our show. We're going to go ahead and thank everyone who always helps us make our show happen every week, starting first and foremost with our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranyo Manalo. Here on the home front in the District of Micronesia, we can't forget to thank as well our District Minister, Brother Joven Cepillo Jr., as well as our Assistant District Minister, Brother Julius Malabanan. We'd also like to thank Brother Christopher Valdez, our CFO Overseer, and our DMM Advisor, Brother Roger Villegas Jr. And we have to thank as well our crew members, both on Saipan, Sister Bam, Sister Julian, and Brother Matt. And here in Guam, we want to shout out all of our crew members here too, Sister Arlene, Sister Randy, Sister Ann, Sister Faye, Sister Gwen, as well as Brother Randy, Brother Michael, Brother Sean, and Brother Joff. We also want to thank our station manager, Brother Wally Taray, as well as our overseeing minister, Brother Edwin Azabuke, as well as, last but not least, our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Andaya. And so this brings us to our wrap-up, and good night, Micronesia, and to the rest of the world, have a nice day.
Made in Australia. I really love watching Made in Australia because it not only helps me discover new things, but it serves as our family bonding time.
Well, Made in Australia is just so versatile. It has everything. It showcases all the different congregations and GW